In this lesson, we will walk you through exactly what you need to do to build a pipeline to send data from MySQL to Snowflake. Let's start the MySQL pipeline. This pipeline is similar to the one we just created using CSV files. We have to use a JDBC query consumer as the origin instead of the directory origin. Click Build and choose Pipeline, then choose Create a Pipeline. The new pipeline window opens. Enter all required details, name, description, and select the engine type. After entering all the details, click Next. Check the authoring engine. Then, click Save and Open in Canvas. The canvas will open to create the pipeline. The first thing we do is bring in the origin. So you will search the JDBC query consumer stage by searching and select it to display on the canvas. Move to the JDBC tab to configure or select a connection. If you configured JDBC credentials for the connection, select the connection from the connection drop-down list. If you don't have a connection available, click the plus icon and create one. Let's say we want to continue without a connection and fill in the necessary details. Enter the JDBC connection string in the field provided. Enter your SQL query here. Use incremental mode for append-only tables, or when you don't need to capture changes to old rows. By default, the origin uses incremental mode. Make sure to uncheck the incremental mode. Go to the Credentials tab and enter your username and password in the appropriate fields. Now we will add the field remover processor and remove the source ID from the MySQL database. The next stage is the field splitter. In this example, we are going to split the plant code field. The field will be split by the underscore character. That means the plant code is divided into plant city and plant ID. Now is the time to bring another processor. Add field type converter processor to the canvas. This time, we don't have to worry about the extra work with the date added field, which we did in the CSV pipeline, since it's stored in our database in integer format. Enter date added in the fields to convert field. Now, we can directly convert it to date type. The conversion process is as easy as selecting the right format from the drop-down list. Finally, bring in your Snowflake destination. As with the previous pipeline, I use an existing connector. Make sure you have the details of warehouse, database, and schema, and enter those details here. We'll make the table name different from manufacturing revenues, which is the table from the CSV pipeline. Give a meaningful name and make sure you click Auto Create Table to let the pipeline create that table for you. Move to the Staging tab and provide the Snowflake stage name. Let's validate and preview the pipeline to make sure everything looks good. I just want to point out that the database inferred the schema for a lot of these fields instead of using them all as strings. The field remover removes the source underscore ID, and the field splitter that splits the plant code into plant underscore city and plant underscore ID. The field type converter converts the date added field into date format. Our SQL pipeline is ready to send data to the Snowflake table. Before we run the pipeline, make sure you have added an executor called Pipeline Finisher that will stop the pipeline when all the data has been processed, not indefinitely waiting for more data. Let's close the preview and add a Pipeline Finisher to the pipeline. First, click Origin and select the Produce Events checkbox on the General tab. Now find the Pipeline Finisher executor on the stage and select it to display it on the canvas. On the General tab, select the React to Events checkbox. Now that our pipeline is ready to start, go to the Draft Run drop-down list and select Start Pipeline. The pipeline is ready to read and write data from origin to destination. Now the pipeline status shows as running. After the data processing is complete, the pipeline finisher will stop the pipeline and we can see the status as finished on the ribbon. Now the fine-tuned data flows into Snowflake. We have successfully built a pipeline that can pull data from MySQL database into Snowflake. This allows us to include the Miami headquarters legacy data in the data warehouse. Thanks for watching.